Hey folks, PCoutcast here, back with more Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. So, let's start off by talking to Isis. You of your kind, Isis of Jawa, would thank you for what was done. Mine have returned because of you. You'll give me more, or you will regret it. Isis and the tribe are all of the same possessions. We have given you what was agreed by all, there is little more. Then I'll take it from your hide.
Oh, I get it. He's small and helpless, so we can just do whatever we want, right? Sometimes I just don't know about you, kid.
I do not approve of this. This is not how a Jedi should behave.
Threats upon me. Take what you want from we of the tribe, but we remember. We remember when you are gone. Leave us be. This is not right. Why save only to threaten? Ah, more credits. I'm getting there. Okay, what have we got to turn in? 10 people. Oh, and of course I got the stuff to sell. I have, like the raid heads and things to sell. That's the cantina. Don't think I need anything there. Swift registration, no.
Got something on.
Why did you decide to come with me?
Got yourself a fast little ship? I forgot what engine sounded like. Closest thing to that on Kashyyyk is an Uller in mating season. Ugh, frightful.
So you wanted to ride on my ship?
Or it could be for the free food. What's the gunk that comes out of a synthesizer on this bucket anyway? Do you never clean the darn thing?
Seriously, tell me.
I'm old, damn it. I'm allowed to be enigmatic when I want to be. And don't you go telling me otherwise. You know, you remind me of someone else I knew ages ago. Pleasant enough fellow, great destiny, all of that. Breath like a bantha.
Did you annoy this person endlessly too?
Oh, very funny. Is it my fault that some people are so easily annoyed? Like impatient little children with blasters. Anyway, where was I? Oh yes, Andor Vix was his name. The Force swirled around him like a hurricane. That's how great his destiny was.
Is that what you see around me too?
Well, it's not so much a hurricane as a slight breeze. But that doesn't mean anything. Destiny is sometimes in the eye of the beholder. Well, it turned out that poor Andor believed a wee bit too much in the infallibility of that destiny. That overconfidence turned out to be his downfall.
Does this story have a point, old man?
Does it have to have a point? I thought we were just talking about Andor. Something wrong with your attention span? Let's see. Oh yes, Andor's downfall. I was pretty young myself when it happened. At the time, I thought that Andor's destiny couldn't be more boring.
How young are we talking?
Well, let's just say that I was a strapping young lad with a full head of hair, and Coruscant was a small town with a well. I was just about to abandon Andor to whatever the Force intended for him when his ship was overtaken by a Dimian warship. Now, you've probably never heard of the Dimians. But at the time, they were a nasty lot led by a nastier overlord named Carth. Tall fellow, big teeth. Carth has us hauled out to the bridge of his ship for questioning, and that's when I knew that Andor's destiny was at hand.
Andor killed Carth, I take it?
Of course he did. Haven't you been listening? It was not in the way you probably expect, though. Well, Andor decides that his destiny makes him invulnerable, starts making all sorts of demands. Free me now. I'm not answering questions. Blah, blah, blah. Don't you know who I am? Carth decides he's had enough and begins crushing Andor's neck. I told the boy he should have kept his mouth shut. I think he agreed, too. This could have just been gurgling noises. Well, anyway. Finally, Carth has enough of Andor and tosses him aside into this giant energy intake shaft. Andor gets sucked in and starts bouncing around, screaming. Maybe Andor hit something sensitive on the way down, or just didn't agree with the reactor core. Next thing I know, all the ship's alarms are ringing.
You're kidding.
Everyone panics, and I run, barely making it to the ship in time before the explosion. Krat dies horribly, and the Dimians never quite recover. Changed the political course of the entire sector for centuries to come. I'd call that quite a destiny, wouldn't you?
I hate you, old man.
Well, now that's the ingratitude of youth for you. I relate an exciting tale, and do I get thanked for it? No. No, it's all me. Anyway, go on. My throat is dry, and you're making me cranky. Shoo!
Good grief. Oh, boy. Oops, I'm going the wrong way. Alright, Zerka office. Here you go, lady.
Greetings again from the offices of Zerka Corporation.
It's the gaffy sticks.
I see that, but do you have the all-important chieftain's gaffy? That was what you agreed to get for us.
Yeah.
Well, that is a very big headache that you've removed. I'm sure there are still sand people out there, but they'll be quieter now. I think I'll give you a bonus for this. You've more than lived up to your side of the bargain. Zerka Corporation thanks you.
Hand over more or I bury you, same as the sand people.
While I respect your forcefulness, I must remind you that ours are the finest and only guards in Anchorhead. It would simply be inadvisable to attempt such an action in here. There would be no place for you to run. I don't fear you here. I'm sure. Zerka Corporation thanks you again.
500 credits. Is that all? That is sad. Just really, really sad. Oh, I've got so much junk. So much endless junk. And I still have a whole bunch of gaffy sticks. Excuse me.
Greetings again from the off...
I have gaffy sticks.
Of course, you've done a good job for us, and I'm happy to pay you.
And that's it.
Farewell.
Now that's more like it. 1,550 credits. Anything else? A whole bunch of blasters and things. Maybe I can sell him some stuff. Now let's... Oh, mines. Mines and more mines. That stuff. Got some blasters. Did I just buy... Oh, Ugh. I just bought all that crap. Ah! Oh! The humanity. Here. Take all that crap back. Can't believe I did that. I'm so stupid. Should I sell these implants? Because I don't actually have the ability to use them. Shields. These various things. Yeah, sell one of those. I'll keep the grenades. They're always useful. Sell... Oh, just sell all those. Mandalorian assault thingies. Mandalorian rippers. Yeah, that's alright. I can probably sell a few of these. No, you know what? I'll just collect those. Look at that. 3 red double-bladed lightsabers. Amazing. And the hunting lodge. Heard about that big fight in the dunes. Hear the talk of the lodge, killed a dragon. How about that? I have something to sell to you. So I see. That's the biggest desert raid skull plate I've seen in a season. Whoever got that. They have a premium price on that one. I have a buyer that's put in a special request. Does 500 sound fair? Sure. Thought it would. Do you have anything else to sell? Yep. Read plate. The bread and butter of the hunter. Well, I can buy some rifles and things from him. Okay, where is the... There's the crate dragon pearl. Can upgrade a lightsaber. Interesting. Wait, there we go. Well, it's not really worth much. But it's something. Okay. And that's it, I think. Trouble with Gizka. I'm probably going to have to deal with them when we get on board. What else? Where's... Yeah, it's over here, yes. I'm going to talk to you. And you just have stuff. Okay. What's that? Pouch. Okay. Up. What?
Excuse me, have you seen a mechanic about? Short fellow, bald. I've been looking...
Well, I'll be a Wookiee's uncle. Davin? Davin Coaches?
Jolie? Jolie Pinto? Why, you old freak. Last time I saw you, you were still wandering the galaxy in that old tug. I thought you were dead, old man.
I crashed somewhere and decided to stay.
Yeah. I'll just bet. Damn, old man, you look exactly the same as the last time I saw you. You pickle well.
You're too kind. Not the young lad anymore yourself, I see.
Care to introduce your friend?
What are you, deaf? His name's Davin. Old friend from my wanderer days. By the by, Davin, I really should be running off.
Of course, old man. Oh, wait. If you've been traveling in this sector, I suppose you heard about Sunry?
No, why? What's there to hear?
He's been picked up by the Selkath authorities on Manan for murder.
That's preposterous.
I know. Melora is beside herself, as you can imagine. Maybe you could help them. I'm sure Sunray would appreciate a Jedi's assistance right about now.
Perhaps I will at that. It's up to my friend here, actually. I'm just tagging along.
Sure, we can try and go to Manan. Can't make any promises, though.
I was expecting that. Still, if we get the chance, I'd be grateful. Sunry's an old friend. I'd hate to see him get hurt.
Same here. Well, it was good to see you again. Give my regards to Alora if you see her.
I will. Be safe, old friend.
All right. Gizka everywhere. Your little stowaway's gone. What are you talking about? I saw her sneaking off the ship. I called out to her, but she ran off. I guess she figured it was time to leave. She's probably better off on her own. Good riddance. Seems kind of harsh, but I guess she'll be okay on her own. She's a survivor, after all. That might be why she left. Maybe her instincts warned her we were headed for trouble. Trouble she wanted no part of. That's a cheery thought. I guess there's nothing more we can do but continue our search for the star maps. I hope things work out for her and for us. Sure, why not? Gizka looks at you curiously, cooing. Kill it. Fragile creature's neck is easily wrung. Strangely enough, another Gizka shows itself a moment later, crawling out from between two panels. Well, that's unfortunate. Okay, what do we got here? Can we not do any upgrades? Ooh, nice. Don't mind if I do. Attack bonus. Bonus versus droids. And fire damage. Okay, I'll take that. Seems good. Lightsabers. Let's try putting the Dragon Crate thing in. What does that do? Attack modifier 4. I have no idea what difference that made. Attack bonus 3. Energy. Stun chance. Blaster deflection. Critical hits. Attack bonus keen. Yeah, I guess. It's fine. Sure. Why not? Okay. Do you have any more stories there, Canders?
Yeah, what do you want? I think I'll tell you a bit about the recent war we had with the Republic. That might be more familiar to you. The one where Jedi Revan beat my people. We started by conquering worlds outside the Republic. We did it quietly so the Republic wouldn't really know what was going on until it was too late. When we finally did hit the Republic worlds, they had no idea we were coming. We came in through 3 invasion corridors in adjacent sectors. Anyone who put up a fight, or wouldn't fight, was crushed. We razed whole worlds trying to provoke the Republic into fighting us. I don't particularly enjoy wiping out worlds for its own sake, but the cowardly tactics the Republic defenders used left us little choice.
What do you mean?
Hiding in the homes of civilians, using families as shields, thinking we would not use appropriate force on their bases inside major cities. They underestimated our resolve, and what measures are acceptable in war. Those who cannot defend themselves should not be around those who can in battle. If annihilating a city is the kind of power it takes to overwhelm a Republic shield device, then that's what we did. Necessary force to destroy all opposition.
But killing people is wrong. Yeah, I'm sure Savage really goes by that motto. That's my kind of warfare.
There was no honor in wiping them out like rats. But some of your forces did redeem the Republic in our eyes. Especially later.
Later?
Later, when Revan had joined the war. But we'll get back to that. We've wasted too much time already. Is there something else you want to know?
Oh, is that all? Let's do that. Alright.
Your choice.
Interesting. Well, so, just always taken a hike. Interesting. Let's see if I have any more success with turning her to the dark side. Something wrong?
I have been bothered by something of late.
What?
I never told you where I came from, did I? Where I grew up as a child? I suppose I was trying to deny what I was feeling.
What?
I have been wrestling with my feelings inside. Trying to come to terms with it, but I find I cannot. I must have someone to blame. Someone to blame for the destruction of my homeworld. Someone who is responsible for the death of everyone I have ever known, except those on Dantooine.
What What are you saying?
Taris. It was Taris that the Sith destroyed to try to kill you and your precious Bastilla. Taris, my homeworld.
You're from Terrace? Thought you hated your own world.
It was my home. If it were not for you and Bastilla, the Sith would have never had reason to destroy that world. It was your fault for being there, and your fault for rescuing Bastilla. Without your intervention, the Sith would have had no cause to lay waste to my childhood. Just let me vent my anger. I need someone to blame. Something. Anything. I hated that world. Yet everything I learned as a child, I learned there. It is as much a part of me as the air I breathe. I have this ache inside me, where all my childhood memories lay, and I find your face there with them. If it was not for you, that world would still exist.
I'm sorry, there's no way to prevent it. Calm yourself. I have no excuse. I did what I needed to. I don't know. I really don't know what it is, what I need to do to turn her. Calm yourself.
There is no emotion. There is peace. I suppose you did what you had to, and it could not have been avoided. The Republic needs you and Bastilla. Maybe needs you more than it needed Taris. But it is so hard to lose your entire past. You would not understand.
Believe me, I do know. I don't know where I'm from.
Yes, I suppose it will. As long as we remain focused on our task, it will. I am sorry. I will try not to distract you in the future with my trivial experiences. We should stop for now.
What did that do? I don't know. I don't know where she's currently at in terms of being dark or light.
I feel the end of our quest is near. Soon we will discover the location of the Starforge, though what will happen next is uncertain. I've been watching you. I've seen you give in to temptation and indulge your baser emotions on many occasions. I'm afraid you are on the path that leads to the dark side.
I don't need a lecture from you. Not now. Not ever.
My role in what you will become is a small one. I can only give you warnings taught to me by my own master. Ultimately, it's your own actions that will decide your fate. And that is why the dark side is so insidious. If you are not careful, you do not even see each small step you take towards it until it's too late. It's so easy to think that we would never fall prey to such a horror, that we have unlimited control, vigilance, and foresight. If only that were true. The Sith have become powerful because there are many Jedi who've succumbed to the lure of the dark side and joined their cause. What greater weapon is there than to turn an enemy to your cause? To use their own knowledge against them? We are weakened while they are strengthened, so we must harden our hearts and do whatever is required to fight against the dark side, even when the battle becomes wearying.
Do whatever is required, such as?
I don't know. The vision of our future is clouded by shadows cast from the dark side. But I sense something ominous lurking in those shadows. But words alone cannot save one from the dark side. Come, we should continue with the task at hand. When the time comes, I only hope we are all strong enough to do what we must.
Okay. Well, let's save Tatooine, since this is probably our last stop here. What do we have to do? Tatooine's done. Kashyk's done. Dantooine's done. Manon's... We can try to go back to Manon. I don't think that's going to work out so well. Let's try. Uh-oh.
What happened? What's going on?
Sith interdictor ship. They must have been waiting for us on the hyperspace route. We're caught in their tractor beam.
Do you recognize the ship?
It's the Leviathan. Saul Carth's vessel. My old mentor.
Aha. Okay, I wasn't expecting those.
Admiral Carth taught me everything I know about being a soldier. He was a legend in the Republic fleet, and a hero to me until he betrayed us. When the Sith attacked my homeworld, the Leviathan, which is Saul Carth's flagship, was at the head of the fleet. My family was destroyed that day, and my wife died in the Sith bombardment.
Don't do anything you'll regret, Carth. Don't let your lust for revenge cloud your judgment. This is your chance to avenge the deaths of your family.
That is not the way of the Jedi. Vengeance, anger, emotion. These things lead to the dark side.
I'm not gonna do anything stupid. I won't throw our lives away in some mad quest for vengeance, but if I get a chance to kill Saul during our escape, nobody better get in my way.
Talk of an escape is somewhat premature, don't you think? We don't even have a plan to get out of this mess yet.
And I'll admit, it won't be easy. Saul's no fool, and he won't underestimate us either. You can count on plenty of guards watching every move we make.
Maybe Admiral Carth doesn't know how many of us there are on board. We all have special talents. Talents we could exploit so that one of us could stage a rescue. We just have to figure out who has the best chance to avoid capture so they can come and rescue us later. It's a long shot, but it's our only hope.
Don't worry. I can get away from Admiral Carth's guards. Bastila, is there some way you could use your battle meditation here? Carth knows Saul the best. He can get us out of this. Admiral Carth will be watching the three of us very closely. One of the others is going to have to save us.
Well, if we're gonna pick someone to save our skins, we better do it quick. In another minute, we're gonna have Sith troops marching up our loading ramp.
Mission can do it. No prison can hold her. T3 is a pretty resourceful little guy. He could pull this off. Have his R2, maybe? Maybe Jolie could use the Force to affect their minds. Candace, is there some way we could exploit your healing ability? Jahani, you can use their Force powers and camouflage abilities to avoid capture. Let's try Jahani.
You speak the truth. I alone of all the group might be able to remain hidden if the Sith search the ship. I could wait until the guards have completed their search, then come to rescue you.
We'll try it your way.
Hold on, they're dragging us into the docking bridge.
Bastila, Carth, and the crew have been taken prisoner as you ordered, Commander.
Excellent. Have you searched the ship thoroughly? Admiral Carth warned me to be on alert for any kind of treachery.
We searched the ship from top to bottom. Somebody would have had to be invisible for us not to find them in there.
Well done. Return to your post and I'll tell the Admiral of this.
Why are we all in our underwear?
It's been far too long since we last spoke. I see the recent months have not been kind in your case. I barely recognized you.
But I recognize you, Saul. I see your face every night, even as I promised myself I will kill you for what you did to my homeworld.
Did you learn nothing in your time under me? As a soldier, you should understand that casualties were unavoidable. This was an act of war.
It was a cowardly act of betrayal. Your fleet bombed a civilian target into oblivion without warning or provocation, and the blood of those innocent people is on your hands.
In war, even the innocent must die. The Sith would not accept me until I proved I had truly turned my back on the Republic by bombing the planet.
My wife died in that attack, Saul. And for that, I swear I'll kill you.
You used to be a man of action, not of empty words. Cling to your lust for revenge if you must, but spare me your tired threats. I've heard them all before. You're an insignificant part of these events anyway. Lord Malak is far more interested in your Jedi companions. He has great plans for them.
We will never serve Malak or the dark side. The Sith will be destroyed, Admiral Carth, as will you if you don't turn away from this path.
Your words are brave, Bastila, but the lure of the dark side is hard to resist. Or so I've been told. I wonder if your companion is as devoted to the light as you are.
No wasting your time. I will never betray the Jedi. For the right offer, I could probably be convinced to join the Sith.
Your loyalty is as fickle as ever, I see. Malak will find that amusing, though I seriously doubt he will want you of all people at his side. The Dark Lord would probably reward me if I just kill you once and for all, but he may want to question you given the trouble you've caused him, and the history between you.
History? What are you talking about?
You mean, oh, this can't be true, can it? You really don't know what's going on here, do you? Well, I won't be the one to deprive Malak of the pleasure of telling you himself. The Dark Lord will no doubt torture you for information and for his own twisted pleasure. Eventually, you will tell him everything. The Sith can be very persuasive. However, Lord Malak is in another sector. It may be some time before he arrives, so I suppose I will have to fill in for him until then. Activate the torture fields. Enough. I don't want them to pass out before I question him. Malak will appreciate any information I can give him when he arrives.
Don't waste your breath, Saul. We won't answer any of your questions.
I'm sure you won't. However, we both know your friend's loyalties have proven in the past to be somewhat flexible.
Don't torture me, I'll tell you everything. What are you talking about?
I am interrogating you, not the other way around. You will answer questions, not ask them. It is time to put your loyalty to the test. I doubt torturing you will gain me your true cooperation. Your will is too strong to be broken that way. However, even the strongest of heroes has trouble watching those they care about suffering. The interrogation will begin now. Each time you refuse to answer or give me a false answer, Bastila will suffer.
Yeah, go ahead and torture her. I don't really like her anyway.
You expect me to fall for such a transparent ploy? You travel halfway across the galaxy with someone and you expect me to believe you feel nothing for each other? I tire of these games. Now I want answers. On what planet is the Jedi Academy at which you were trained?
Jedi Academy? I have no idea. Alderaan. It's Alderaan. Yeah, they're on Dantooine.
No, don't say any more.
An excellent beginning. I'm glad you're being reasonable. This first question was a test. Obviously, Malak knew the Academy was on Dantooine, and it has since been destroyed by our fleet. Dantooine is an empty graveyard now. Nothing is there but a smoking ruin and the charred remains of your former masters.
No, you're lying. It isn't true. You'll pay for this crime. It's all you and all the Sith. I never liked them anyway.
A brave front, but your feigned indifference does not fool me. Your masters are eradicated, along with any hope of someone rescuing you. Now, tell me your mission. How were the Jedi planning on using you to stop Lord Malak and our Sith Armada?
Searching for the Starforge. We've been sent to assassinate Lord Malak. Sure. Let's try that.
Do you take me for a fool? The Jedi are not assassins. They would never devise such a plan. Perhaps you need a reminder of the consequences of refusing to cooperate.
No! Thing!
Listen.
Give in to your pain, Bastila.
You can spare further pain by simply answering my questions. Now I will ask again. On what mission did the Jedi Council send you?
This accomplishes nothing, Saul. We'll never betray the Republic. An evil, sick man. We were searching for the Starforge.
Why? Why are you telling him this?
You should be grateful, Bastila. He is sparing you agony beyond comprehension.
Words that betray the Jedi Order bring me more pain than any torture ever could.
Tell me, how did you find out about the Starforge?
Malak's diary.
A diary? This is not the time for jokes. I will only ask you one more time. How did you find out about the Starforge?
For the sake of the Republic, don't tell him anything.
Don't listen to her. Tell me what I want to know or watch Bastila suffer.
Oh, that's tempting. I'd like to see Bastila suffer. Bastila and I saw Revan and Malak searching for it in our dreams.
No! How could you betray the Jedi like this?
I find your willingness to cooperate pleasing, though it seems your answers are quite upsetting to Bastila. Not to worry. We are almost finished here. The information you have given me has been most useful, but I fear our session is over. Lord Malak will want to continue with this line of questioning himself. I will leave you here in your cell with a small taste of the horrors you will suffer when Lord Malak arrives.
Don't try to move too quickly. You might not be fully recovered yet. Admiral Carth had his guards continue to torture you even after you passed out.
They tortured all of us, though you got the worst of it by far. Saul wanted them to make us suffer. He's become some sort of sadistic monster.
The dark side has perverted him, Carth. Once you start down the tainted path, it leads you ever further into the depths of evil. I fear he is forever lost.
No one's without hope. Blah, blah, blah. Don't you ever get tired of being so preachy?
This is not a matter to joke about. If there is one thing we can learn from Saul, it's how the power of the dark side can corrupt even the bravest of heroes. Sorry, forgive me. Snapping at you like that won't help our situation. I suppose I'm taking the news of Dantarin's destruction quite hard. First Tara's, now the Academy. Is there no end to the killing?
Maybe he was lying. I know it's hard to believe they're all gone. It's their own fault. They should have seen the attack coming.
We should have felt a disturbance in the force when the attack came. The fact that we did not is a bad sign. I fear the dark side is growing stronger, casting shadows our vision cannot pierce. I can only hope that some of the Jedi escaped. Rook, Endar, Zar. I cannot imagine all of them being gone. In any case, we've lost our one place of refuge in the galaxy.
None of this will matter if we don't get out of this prison before Saul gets back.
I'm not afraid of him.
Saul mentioned that Lord Malak was on his way. I think the Admiral left to prepare for his arrival and to report the results of our interrogation.
I only wish you'd been able to resist the Admiral's questioning. I hope the information revealed does not bring the entire galaxy under the dominion of the Sith.
Why should I endure torture just to protect the Republic and the Jedi?
Your attitude disturbs me. Such selfishness is a sign of the dark side's taint, and it does little to fill me with confidence in you.
Forget about it, Bastila. It doesn't matter anyway. I've known the Admiral a long time. I could see that he already knew the answers to the questions he was asking. The interrogation was a sham. Saul was toying with us. He didn't care what we told him. I think it was just an excuse to torture us before Malak arrived.
Did you feel that? A disturbance in the Force. The Admiral has sent his message. The Dark Lord knows we're here now. Malak is coming.
Well, then we better hope Juhani busts us out of here before he arrives.
I shall not be seen.
Shall not. Wow, you really were kind of nasty about that. Alright, I guess we'll continue as Juhani in the next episode. Thanks very much for joining me. See you then.